Hey friends, hello. Continuing with my earlier vlog where I had stopped here in one of my natives. Let's get started from there. Welcome back to my channel. So we started from their place, but actually, it was so difficult for us to find the location to the next place where we wanted to go. Our uncle said, you don't take that risk of searching in the forest area here. I'll take you there. So he actually accompanied us. That is my uncle over there in the bike who's going ahead of us and showing us the path. Now, here, if you notice, there are no street lights. In fact, people travel with great difficulty here, and all the time, they carry that fire lamp in their hands. And these days, at least, they have these bike and other things to help them travel. There were times when my great grandfathers, when they lived here, quite literally, they have seen all kinds of wild animals, they have encountered them, and some of them even have saved their lives somehow. You guys, if you remember, if you're traveling in a train or in a car, on a highway, you would see houses here and there amidst the forest. Now, these are those houses that you would be seeing from at a distance. And don't you think we all would wonder how people actually live in these places amidst the forest? Now, actually, I'm in one such location. Last time also, I had shown you a place similar to this, and this time, where I've come is my father's mother's maternal home.
Welcome to our ancestral home at Vantimar. Good morning.
Now, as soon as we entered, my father was very enthusiastically explaining that this was the place where he used to play as a child when he used to come here for summer vacations. Now, these are some of the old pictures. One of them is my great grandfather. And these two cats of their home, they took us all around as I went around the home to see everything. So they were accompanying us. So this is the new modern kitchen which they have got it done very recently, I think 2-3 years back. Oh my god, now this is the cradle, same cradle used by my father and his brothers and sisters as well, and some of his cousins. So, yeah, this is very, very, very old and so nostalgic. Now we enter inside their puja room, which is just next to their old kitchen, which they use not every day but occasionally. Now, this is a very old wooden trunk, or you call it divan these days, which they basically use to keep their precious things and clothes and documents and other things. So that is pretty old, almost 150-year old. And this chunk is also being used by my great grandfather. Now, this is the old kitchen, like how I showed you in the previous vlog to my native. All the kitchen there in our native have a wooden slab or a roof like this, which in turn you keep for storage, storing grains. Now, this is their rice harvest from the farm, and all this ones, it goes to the factory and they extract the rice out of it and they store it on top of the kitchen where you have that slab, wooden slab there. And this one again is from their coconut farm. And these cats, it was accompanying us everywhere. So you'll find them in all the videos. My father's cousin, that is my uncle, he took us inside a room which was basically a labor room, for ladies who used to undergo labor during those times. They were not been taken to hospitals. They used to do it at home. So this was that room where today, they are storing these old vessels, which has been used by many generations and are still so good in quality. Now this one here is a husk from the betel nut tree, which is used basically for serving food and is also used to make hats like topis. Now, during those days, it was a joint family, and all these aluminium brass vessels were used by our ancestors. And this one here is a wooden sevai making, that is shavige making equipment. Isn't this amazing? You would not get to see something like this. And this one is the storage, the grain storage unit on top of the kitchen. And this one here again is a huge storage that is used by the family. Now, as we came outside the home to go around their farm, we saw these betel nut that were removed from the tree. Now, this is very fresh and it has to be dried to make it look like this, so that it can be cut open to get the betel nuts. So we just went for a small walk in their farm before we decided to leave for the next destination. So this home built by my great grandfather is almost 150-year-old, and so many memories associated with this place. I felt very humble to be in this place. Now, before living, I saw these husks of the betel nut tree, so I decided to take one as a souvenir. But yeah, I plan to do something with this. Maybe some artwork. I don't know if I could be actually doing it, but let me see. I can just give it a try. I'm sharing all my art related videos on my other channel, which is Madz World of Passion. I'll provide a link in the description box if you're interested. You can go and check out on my art videos there. Now this is another one which is basically used to make topis or hats for the farmers, when it's very hot in Mangalore, so they use these organic hats to wear when they are in the farms. Now this one here is the Bhoota, the kottadi of the home, and what you see right opposite to you is the cow's shed. Now it's time for us to leave, but yes, before I leave, now this one is a Nagabhana of this home where the Vanabhojana take place. Now all that I'll explain in the next video. On our way, actually, we came across this rubber plantation and we decided to go and have a closer look at it, because I had never seen this before, neither had my daughter, nobody in fact. So we decided to just enter inside. Now we were very scared because here nobody was there around. We were scared if somebody would chase us around, but luckily nobody was there and nobody disturbed us. And this video, of course, is precious because we don't get to see something this close anytime again. Now here there are no restaurants, no hotels, just nothing. We had to, everybody, wherever we went, everybody gave us something or the other to eat. So we somehow managed with it because we had eaten in the morning, in Mangalore, and then of course on the way before we entered here we ate something. If you're traveling anywhere in the outskirts of Mangalore or even Udupi and other places here in the coastal Karnataka, please carry some snack with you, otherwise it's going to be very difficult. Now, unlike us, these kids here, they have no luxury of traveling in the school bus. They travel for so many kilometers from their home to school every day. Hats off to them, and they still score highest marks. The coastal region of Karnataka, they are the ones who usually, score the highest in the whole state, which is amazing. So, after traveling for more than an hour, we reached a point from where we had to take a deviation. Now, this is the Kalmankur road here, which connects to Mudbidre, and on the other side, it connects to Kateel and the coastal part of Mangalore. Now, from this main road, we had to take a deviation to go inside to another native, which is again amidst a forest area. Now here you see the road. There is no road actually. In fact, forget about the road. This road, this path, the whole path till we reach the home, it doesn't have electricity at all. I mean, no street light at all. I still wonder how people commute here during the night times, during days when there are some emergency and things like that. This is how the road is, and this path was carved only to connect to that home where we wanted to go. This is the closest I've seen a peacock in its natural habitat, but yeah, this is how beautiful it looked from at a distance. In fact, my husband had a tough task driving in these tough conditions here, where the road, the path, in fact, all these routes were not even being properly shown on the Google map. Somehow, we managed to reach the home, which is the ancestral home of my mother's, and this house has been built by my grandfather. That is my mother's father. We were only happy with the fact that we reached here before sunset. Otherwise, I don't think we would be able to, somehow find out the route here, because there's nobody on the road as well for you to guide you to the home. So that is how, isolated these homes are, which are, people lived here centuries ago, and we have come here to revisit them. And this now is a cradle used by my mother and her sisters and brothers, and this is the entrance to their home. And as I had mentioned earlier, we visited here in the month of November, which is the Kartik Masa, where Tulsi Puja also take place during that time. So this is how it looked. Now this is a huge living room where straight what you're seeing is a puja room. Now there is a speciality of this home. Now of course the wooden ceiling is one that you shouldn't be missing out in any of these places here. Now that's the kitchen of this home, and this is the puja mandir. Here, there's a speciality of this particular home. Here, the puja, this mandir, this sacred place here is worshipped not just by the family but also people from the nearby villages and the neighborhood here. They come here and worship goddess Durga Parmeshwari. Now, what you're seeing at a distance is a Nagabhana of this home where the Vanabhojana take place. Now, as I said earlier, I'll explain that in my next vlog. But I just, was chasing a peacock there just to catch a, closer glimpse of it. But, I just missed it out. But yes, this is the Vanabhojana place where every year annual worship of the goddess Durga Parmeshwari take place. I'm not sure how people use this place or go here during the night times, but that is their bathroom and their washroom out there, that is outside of the home. And this is a well that has good amount of water which is covered by net. though it was my grandfather who built this home, he was not staying here. He stayed in Chikballapur for most of the time for business purposes. But this is the room where he used to stay with my grandmother. That is, this is the room of my grandparents, and this is the view from outside of the window here. And yeah, my mother had all again nostalgic memories associated with this place. She remembered the time when she used to come here for summer vacations and stay here with all her cousins. That is, my grandfather's brothers used to stay in these rooms that are outside of the main house, of course. And here in this lawn, even marriages have taken place of my mother's elder sisters, which she was explaining to me. And I just cannot explain to you in words how how nice it was for me to come here and revisit these places, which was once lived by my parents and my grandparents. I mean, this would forever be in my thoughts, and these are very valuable, cherished moments of my life. So, on our way back to Mangalore, we decided to go to Kateel, which is, I think, 15 minutes drive from the place from where we left. And this is again the same Kalmankur road, which will connect you to Kateel. Now, in Kateel, we all know there is a Durga Parmeshwari temple that is situated on an islet on the river Nandini, amidst, of course, a lot of greenery all around. Kateel is also not too far from Mangalore, it's just 20 kilometers from Mangalore. Now, even the origin of Yakshagana is believed to be from this place and has a lot of traditional importance.
At the Durga Parmeshwari temple at Kateel, this is the one that you're seeing. Again, photography is not allowed inside, so we'll have a visit and see you later.
The timings of this temple is between 5:30 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. in the evening. So if you're coming here, there are a lot of accommodations as well around this temple, but it would always be better if you can book the accommodation before, because otherwise you may find it very difficult to get an accommodation here anywhere close by. So, okay, I'll end my vlog here to all my native places here. There are a couple more left which I'll show you in the next video, but the next video is also going to be interesting because I'll take you through our annual festival, that is the goddess that we worship at home, the annual festivity of which takes place in my native, that is my father's place, where I'm going to take you to in my next vlog. Till then, I hope you've all liked this video. If yes, then do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.